Yeah, good luck as well. You're gonna need it as well.
You're both
Oh,
gonna need it. Let's be
oh,
honest. You
yeah,
guys are gonna have to freaking send
definitely
it.
need. I know I need it, so that's okay.
You guys will have to send it. All right, well, here we go. Of course, tilting for 21s. Here we go. Tilters and tilties everywhere. 3, 2, 1, tilt. Good luck, you guys. You got 1 hour. I'll drag you down. I'll pull you up when it's all over. All right, and our co-caster for match number 1 is none other than Sinister Plans. Sinister Plans, welcome, welcome. How we feeling, my guy? I just gotta play the quick sound, the Let's Get Ready to Rumble. And welcome in Sinister Plans. If you guys don't know Sinister Plans, you're crazy, and you should. Go follow him right now. Sinister, welcome in. How we feeling today?
None of that is necessary at all. You don't need to know me. There's no reason for that. I'm a dangerous person. But I'm doing great, and I'm looking forward to this incredible match. As always, we've got Sal and Klop, who have serious skill sets on display for us to start a season of Major League Tilt fun. Who isn't excited?
Crazy people are not excited, but you know who else is crazy? People who are excited, because this is only for the craziest of people. We're going to be witnessing some wild tilts, especially in this first match here and throughout the rest of the day as well. Who do you think's going to win this? If anybody else has a prediction in the chat as well, prediction is live. Bet with your channel points. What are you thinking?
Oh man, these two are tough to predict. They have gone back and forth for a long time in Marble's existence, and I personally feel that it's going to be whomever makes the first mistake will wind up losing this match ultimately. So they are both going to hopefully be very, very focused, tightened up in their game, and they'll know what they plan to do.
Yep. I'm going to get my vote in.
I'm definitely going to be dropping my marble. No matter what they're doing out there, I'll get it in and hopefully pick up some points along the way.
Yeah, that is a given. Definitely going to be dropping my marble, trying to get some good points here and watch it roll across the board. Try to be that top tilty at the end of the screen.
Already off to such a fast start. SalekiJo is pushing level 4, and Kloptrip is trying to finish off level 4. Wow.
That's right. And today is the first day that we're going to be implementing this top tilty leaderboard. Do you know anything about the top tilty leaderboard, Sin?
I have heard nothing of this top
Wow.
tilty leaderboard yet, so feel free to explain it in detail for everybody, including myself.
You know, I can do that. So if anyone's curious, if you want, you can actually win points toward the MLT top tilty leaderboard just by joining in on these tilts. At the top of each tilter's screen, you can see a top tilty name. Right now we got Twin Turbo on the top of SalekiJo. On the side of Kloptrip we got Pratik, it looks like. When a tilter completes level 21 or the respective level that they need to complete for the match, if it might be 18 or 15, but for this match it's 21. Once they complete that level 21, whoever is top tiltee will be getting a point onto that leaderboard each and every match this season. At the end of the season, we're going to see who's got the most points, whose marble has been scoring the most in the MLT.
And it only will come into play when a run is officially completed during a sanctioned MLT match.
Of course.
This is a new element. I am enjoying hearing new element. Fun.
That's correct, yeah. And I actually gave out some points early to, let's see, I think 10 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people got a head start with 1 point on the leaderboard just by participating in an MLT event, which happened before the season started. And then, Kloptrip with a gorgeous move here. He's doing some percentage right now, ladies and gentlemen. This is definitely taking me by surprise. Kloptrip, known for his crazy tilting, he's starting to really keep his marbles together. That is some beautiful ball control right there. SalekiJo's got his work cut out for him. What are you thinking, Sin?
Early on, I suspected both of them would be fairly cautious and trying to create a nice cushion as they work their way further in to these crazy difficulties we're about to get. No doubt, they both suspect the other is up to no good, and I can't wait to see how it's going to play out further down in. I fully suspect them to just go speed once we hit level 15 and beyond.
Yeah, you might be correct. But it's possible as well, considering this is their first run of the season, they might be trying to lock in a good percentage on the leaderboard. That way they can actually kind of relax.
Yeah, there are fresh stats to be made. True statement right there. And I agree. They might be looking to establish a very dominating performance early on, as we've seen some fairly spectacular, talented things happen in previous seasons. No doubt that a high 90s, very possible from both of these fantastic performers.
Absolutely. Here we are on level 9 for both tilters. Kloptrip about a half a level ahead, and he's going to lose a few marbles here on this transition. Octagons into sliding bridge, but then he's going to close it out. And I do want to say that Kloptrip, he's had some incredible speed tilting and percentage tilting hybrid moves during this run. And oh, SalekiJo, he goes on the wrong side of the octagons. He's gonna have to pull back and recollect, and that's just a bit of mess right there for Saleki. Bit of a time loss, but he can shake it off. It's still early. But I did want to say, Kloptrip, he's had some crazy good moves here, but he's doing some insanely fast tilts where I think the second he hits level 12, if he tries to keep up the same kind of pace, he's going to be losing a lot more marbles, as we see a few drop in here on level 10.
Well, I will have to agree. Both of them are going at pretty breakneck paces. It seems like maybe caution isn't part of their game quite yet. Watching Klop push through quickly into these double digits now, you're right. Going to be losing a lot of marbles if the play continues to be as fast-paced.
Ooh, good.
Still opting to go with a collection at the beginning of the level, though. If you've noticed, both of the tilters aren't in the full speed mode. Full speed mode with this many marbles, you just don't even bother to gather a pile at the beginning, and you just go forward on these early levels, which they're not doing quite yet. So they're both very cautious still, with at least attempting to not murder all the marbles as they move through as quickly as possible. It's really interesting to see the combos that they're having pop out in front of them and getting that only couple seconds maybe to make a decision and adjust which line they're going to take on this first run. Kloptrip already into that new difficulty as we see a whole level.
Kloptrip's got some crazy timing here. He's going to full send it. Down curve into sliding bridge into squeeze, or down curve into squeegee into sliding bridge. The timing is going to line
very
up.
Very doable. Yeah, very, very nice timing for Kloptrip.
Going to shave off a lot of marbles there. His percentage is looking super good though, at 88%. So it's a shame to see him shave a lot of it off right here. But
well, you only need 3 ultimately to complete a level and continue to move through. And if they're worried about time more than anything, I would imagine that losing a few here and there is not too much of a problem. They can always come back with that next run and go with a more precise play and keep their marbles collected and try not to lose as many. It's very interesting to watch both of our competitors, no matter who they happen to be, adjust their play style depending on how that match plays out.
Absolutely.
And it's great challenge.
Last chance to vote on that prediction, y'all. Got 40 seconds, almost 30 seconds. Oh, SalekiJo coming into this down curve squeegee and sliding bridge. He does not have the same timing as Kloptrip. who was able to somehow speed tilt and squeeze it into that first one. Saleki's gonna be able to be patient here and just actually save a lot more marbles, which does give him the percentage advantage. But Kloptrip, he's looking at a full level lead at this point after that one mishap from Saleki and now this one forced stall. So let's go ahead and see
the timing
how Klop does with this.
rough. Having to wait on these different situations. Squeegees are the worst. And then sliding bridge beyond it. Really unfortunate.
Sal's got the wind bin right in front of him, but his marbles are choosing to spread. He can kind of save it, and he does save it. He only loses one in the end. Well done. Sal keeping an 89% to finish out level 12. That was beautiful.
Perfect.
Love to
Powerful
see that.
stuff.
Ooh, Kloptrip's gonna have to make a crazy move here.
I'm in danger.
And he gets a nice smooth swoop around into that rotating bridge out of the SpaghettiOs. It's getting a little messy here on the seed. Might be tricky
I
for
think
Sal
they're
to do
just
percentage.
watching Kloptrip run, just your basic risk at this point, knowing you can control your pile enough, you're gonna get more than 3 to do what you want them to do. And it's I think knowing that there's a small level lead early on is a big motivating factor to continue to press that advantage for Kloptrip here, because it may come down to whomever is able to push deeper than the other one. Distance point could be a serious part of this down the long run. And having a few minutes more to get further is going to be key.
Kloptrip's got ramps into vents on level 15, into multi-hump into vents. Gonna have to stall before the vents. Didn't have the perfect timing. Not a bad call. And Sal, I do think they've realized that they've fallen behind a little bit with the speed, and they've already got a good enough percentage to start kind of sending it a little bit more. So I do think we're gonna see more speed come out of Sal starting here at level 14 and on level 13 there. Here's this timing combo, and Kloptrip's very messy, but he swoops in to that rotating bridge. That was not clean at all, but he made it work.
Well, you sometimes need to be luckier than good. In that instance, there was a lot of luck involved in how those marbles reacted at the last moment for Klop, able to close that out. Fantastic stuff from these levels today. That was 15. If 15 is going to be that tricky, whew, I can't wait to see the spice that we get from 17 and beyond, or 18 and beyond.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Sal just went for an incredibly quick corner collect and then pull out to go into that rotating bridge. He almost had that timing, but his balls were really starting to spread. He made the right decision to pull back into that corner and wait.
Well, I think he went with I want to save more marbles than lose more marbles at this point. Keeping that higher percentage has an advantage in doing so. Knowing that percentage tiebreaker can always factor in with how MLT matches play out. Really, really great stuff from both of these competitors. Obviously, Sal started off by warning us, gonna bring a different style of play. Usually from SalekiJo, we see some of the fastest tilts you'll find out here. He's been triple 21 quite a few times before. And if they get enough of a beautiful run from a seed, you might see that speed.
Oh, Sal, wow. My goodness, Sal came into that combo that Kloptrip had a bit of issues with, and now Sal's in the same vent that Kloptrip was in. Let's see if Sal can have a cleaner exit out of this vent than Kloptrip did.
Well, it looks very well executed from Sal.
That's how it's done. That's just how it's done.
That is, when
Take
you
notes.
need to stall in the vent, you do it like that.
I got her drop on both sides, but this has been a great match so far, Sin.
Well,
so much
early,
time left.
very
so
early.
Much
Yeah,
time left.
we're barely into this. We haven't scratched the surface yet.
Feels like it's already been a whole match. How fast they're going.
Well, with as quickly as they're seeing these levels fly by, you better not blink. You are gonna miss seeing the
Here we
action
go.
today.
Level 18 for Klop. Let's see what they got. Things are gonna get crazy.
Oh yeah, level 18 can bring
Pain.
new
Suffering.
combinations that will cause you to have to
That's what I meant
stop
to
and
say.
reevaluate.
Yep,
It
that's what I
does
meant
look
to
to
say.
be fairly decent here.
I don't know. I see.
After this octagon, easy collect if you choose to, or you can bypass that and do the drop down, which it looks
Okay.
like Flop is collecting in the drop down
I was
right
gonna
prior
say
to.
this looks like an easy seed or
Awesome
level,
cross
but,
ramp.
Oh, the cross ramp skip. Oh!
Wow, catches it in. What action?
That was
What
amazing.
adventure! Kloptrip, you're sick, and he's gonna even push out. Ooh, I thought maybe push out of the cross ramp into that on that first run, but settles it and then brings it through another drop down with an
I
S
wouldn't
curve.
skip here.
There's not
It's
much
a
here for
l-
18
Ah!
to stop either. Oh, what a skip!
Oh my god!
Oh my, I wouldn't skip, but you know, we're not Kloptrip. and oh, that situation would have scared me too. Look at that closeout of 18.
Jeez.
Fantastic stuff.
That
Don't
was
forget to be
beautiful.
dropping marbles with both of our
Wow.
competitors as SalekiJo is closing that gap.
Yep, he's on his own puzzle now on level 17, and he's trying to keep his percentage high, but he's on the other side of the puzzle here. It takes a lot of execution, but he makes it look gorgeous. Beautiful by SalekiJo.
Yeah, it's not too shabby coming out of that squeegee section into this. Looks to be fairly decent. Nice control.
Oh, a
Easily.
crazy skip from Klop. Oh my gosh, dude.
Flop is just
jeez.
running risk after risk, not even worried about murdering balls right now, just worried about getting to 21, getting it done, and getting a restart. That's what I'm fairly positive Flop is worried now. Just trying to maintain some type of lead advantage will be key. And like I mentioned, down the stretch, that distance point may come into play, and having a couple extra.
Whoa!
Just absolute clench your cheeks tight.
And he's in, just
Easy.
moving on, and we got
Yes.
Seleki sliding through the middle of his own puzzle.
Don't try this at home. This is not the X Games, folks.
Kloptrip's
Oh,
percentage now at
Yeah,
a
Kloptrip is-
77%. However, if SalekiJo manages to make a mistake and not finish level 21, then the percentage is good enough to pressure Sal's percentage on a future run. So that's why Kloptrip actually made a pretty good choice by doing a good percentage at the beginning of his run here. Sal is just sending it through here out of the cross ramp, coming down into his skip opportunity. He goes so fast. Oh my god.
You gotta take those skips. Wow, the risk and the reward is huge. I love watching both of these incredible tilters get crazy out here. Just making all the skips worth watching. Kloptrip and Sal, pay attention if you want to be a speed tilter. You got shortcuts you can take. They'll show you where to make them.
All right, and Kloptrip. Wait, Klop. Whoa, a little messy there at the end of level 20, but we got purple skies. Let's get some emotes in the chat,
Wow.
ladies and gentlemen.
First purple sky has hit, and we are only, get this, 18 minutes in to this match today.
Sal
My mind has just been blown away. This is still on pace for a triple 21 out of Kloptrip, because you know there's more speed they can get after they see it.
Sal does the same exact skip as Klop here on level 19.
They are very similar in style, as both are just unrelenting with the speed. That's what you need. This is all about it.
Klop,
Beautiful stuff on 21, though. You got this island
floating island into the
into what
the
looks to
troll
be
booths.
some fun trouble.
Oh gosh, they're immediately trolling. He's already
Yeah.
in danger. Oh no.
I'm in danger.
Love it, love it.
Oh jeez.
Trolled escape from Sal to close out and see some purple sky too.
Not yet.
Oh, wait. Oh,
Nice
couple
try, though.
stragglers.
Nice try.
Gonna-
He's still
gonna-
got
gonna-
one more level.
Oh, he's got to go 20. Oh, wait, yeah, he had to go 20.
Klop
I can't
is
believe
going fast,
I can't believe
bro.
he was one behind. Holy cow.
Fast as fuck, boy.
They were neck and neck, but those couple slow down mistakes from SalekiJo, and also hugely Kloptrip's decision to stop doing percentage altogether in full send has given Klop the lead. But SalekiJo's going to lock in a percentage here that's going to be taking that tiebreaker if it comes to it. So let's see what happens. 21 completion here, and top tilt T is Kokusho and a reset. Kokusho 87 getting a point on the leaderboard. And that is a 71-64.
I would fully expect to see a reset, but Klopp is going to push 22 here? Is that what we see? Yep, pushing 22, going deeper in. Maybe waiting for Sal.
Yeah, I think that's the right play here. Don't rush anything. Got my stuff messed up. And Sal with his own purple skies, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get some hype in the chat for Sal.
Easy.
All right, 22 for Klop, and this is a forced stall for Kloptrip here, unless he wants to go for an insane move. Klop!
Well, you could always do silly stuff.
Never mind.
It looks to be more of a calculated move, as there's a lot of protection beyond this squeegee.
And the score is officially updated, ladies and gentlemen. Klop taking a 2-0 lead until we see Sal finishes 21.
And be sure to be dropping play or using those emotes with both of your competitors here in your first Major League Tilt match of a new season. We have the captain of the Banshees versus the captain of the Dragons.
Yep.
Fresh team action for MLT, folks.
Real spicy, real spicy.
You want to know what team I'm on?
And Kloptrip finishing out 22 here. He's got Jay Cashfan slowing him down in the back. Top tilties are holding their breath on the side of SalekiJo to see who's going to be top tilty at the end of level 21. Currently, it's Penguin. Into the taco. Balls in the taco. Sorry, it's a cradle. It's lucky I'll never call it a taco in front of you ever again. I promise.
It's a hinge.
Oh, come on. I saw him. He said, "You better not." I knew he was gonna say something.
Oh, he was throwing shade, deep shade.
I felt it. He didn't even have to change his expression or say anything.
Man.
I felt it.
I felt the glare.
Yeah.
It went through me too. Daggers.
All right, Sal into the nips. I'm still calling those the nips.
You mean the rivets?
And it's going to be Penguin hanging on to top tilt T there in a 79-73.
It's a great run from
79-73
Kloptrip
and a
as
reset.
well. Closes out 23. So we've got a beautiful percentage laid down. Awesome stuff from Sal. Closing out that 21. Are we getting a reset?
Yeah. I
It
think
looks
Klop-
like Sal has reset. Kloptrip finished out 23, is pushing 24. Are we going to see a reset?
It's possible.
Or are we going to
Score
see a push
is
24?
1-2 now as Kloptrip's taken the distance lead as Sal's opted to reset here. Interesting choice, and I think that this is where SalekiJo said that Kloptrip would be surprised. I think this is where Sal is surprising Kloptrip. It's this choice to reset immediately. We don't really see Sal do this often, especially with the percentage lead. Let's see if this pays off. It definitely has opportunity to.
Well,
Because now Klop has to make the choice: do I keep going distance or do I reset and chase him? Because it's getting a little late to chase him at this point. Sal is on the move. He is fast as fuck, boy.
Fast as fuck, boy.
well,
Oh,
I agree. Sal is fast. A lot of risk letting
Kloptrip.
Sal get off to the races ahead of you like this. I agree. However, time depending on what Sal is gonna do.
Hey, Drahuska or anybody else, can you give me Kakusho's proper spelling for their name, please?
I really think we're gonna see 24 get finished by Klop and then a restart. Unless Kloptrip has other plans like to hit level 30 and then restart. But I don't see that being a viable tactic to roll.
Yeah, exactly. Baxcast, exactly. Baxcast, you're so much help. I love this, man. But here it is. This is the combo that's going to make or break Kloptrip here on level 24. It's going to take some really good ball control, but it looks like he's got at least 3. And he's grabbing the corner with at least 3. Beautiful.
You gotta,
and that's
gotta
4.
Control and complete on 24. Kloptrip, solid with 4 of you. Pushing 25, going deep.
Going deep. Amio, what's up? Welcome in. And a reset after 24.
Do a reset. Okay,
and
that's
a reset. We like to see that. That's a good choice. So now the level has been set. 24 is the distance for completion. It's up to Seleki to make it there, and he has to get past that combo. I don't know if Sal was watching. I didn't even name the combo. I just said that it was time for him to face it. So I don't know if Sal was watching to know what he has coming up for him, but he definitely has viewers and chatters that can help him if he needs it, maybe.
Sal's crushing through
35 marbs. Good job. Don't forget to drop, you guys.
in all these incredible levels early.
Ooh, look, Baxcast with the follow. We get the Viking.
And fast.
We get the freaking Viking. I love the Viking, man. We don't see it enough. Some water, man. This has been one hell of a cast.
Man. I agree. Make sure you're hydrated. Make sure you're lubricated.
Right? These early levels are nothing but it is a 4-level lead at the moment for Sal. I want y'all to remember that I said 4-level lead, and I'm curious to see how long Sal can hold on to that 4-level lead. Of course, early levels are different. 4-level, early level lead is probably like a 2 late game.
Yeah, you're talking mere seconds with a 4 levels. That's a minute 20 at the most.
Yeah,
of a lead because
time it's about a minute.
The in-game and then the
2 minutes, I'd say.
The 10-second timers that it takes to do each level. You have to factor that in too. And that's the biggest factor that I think a lot of people don't look at is the time you are guaranteed to be spending doing nothing.
Thank you, Blizzard.
That 10-second timer for each level is crucial, and it takes away your ability to be absolutely crushing them out. So already going into knowing that you're doing 1 through 21, that's 21 levels with a 10-second timer. That's 4 minutes of your match, you know? So doing triple 21s in a match and 12 minutes of it being timers, these guys and gals go fast out here to be able to pull off that kind of stuff.
You know what I'm realizing now? You know, I didn't pay much attention to it because it was early levels, but SalekiJo is doing percentage. Kloptrip is not doing percentage, at least, no, he's definitely not doing percentage. I wonder if it's true he's doing percentage, or maybe he was just waiting to see if Kloptrip was going to do percentage, which I think wasn't a bad idea. So,
I'm not quite sure what Kloptrip's game plan is going to wind up ultimately being. Perhaps just trying to catch back up to Sal at this
Sal's
point.
doing speed now. It's over.
It could be a triple 21 opportunity yet for both of these crazy tilters. With over 30 minutes still remaining in the match, oh yeah, I fully expect Psychotic. I've seen under 17 minutes with timers 1 through 21 from both of them before. Wouldn't suspect anything would slow him down on this particular seed too often, except for the squeegee into sliding bridge combo. That one is a pain. It could cause some delay in how you want to move through your run. But we'll see, as Sal is just brutal out here, already into double digits on this second run through.
And he could have been a lot higher up, but he made the decision to do percentage until he realized that Klopp was not doing percentage. Now, keep in mind, it's not too late, and this sounds crazy, but it's not too late for Kloptrip to reset and do percentage, which would really throw a wrench in SalekiJo choosing to full send here. Now, of course, that's a very risky play by Kloptrip, but it could be fruitful. However, it also comes with a lot of risk. He'll have to go slow, and he'll also have to beat 79-73%, which is, I don't think, something that Kloptrip's very comfortable doing with this many marbles. What do you think?
You might have a lot of valid points to your thought process there. I agree. Doing percentage run with more than 25 marbles is such a stressful pain in the butt, and I don't really see anybody wanting to do that when they're just wanting to push through these early levels and in under 5 minutes in and out, you know. For most of what they do for the first 9 levels, I would, or the first 8, you blink your eyes and they're through it. Deep down in, how far are they going to go? Like I mentioned, I really think it's going to ultimately come down to a distance game for that distance point to really come into play. Both of them can go really far, but how far are they going to be able to get with the time that we got?
Sal gets the timing here on this combo, which forced him to stall before, and I know that's got to feel a lot better. I know that's gotta feel good.
Having it work for you and go in your favor is always a pleasurable thing. Moving through quickly, it's looking like Klopp is just balls to the wall.
My goodness, needs to be careful. This is where we see Kloptrip make mistakes.
Risky play.
Gosh darn, only got 4 marbles in the wind bin there. Now, of course, that was only level 9, so he was confident with just 4 marbles, but that was very scary. And I do think we have seen a couple levels here after the full send mentality for Seleki, where he's ended with just 3 or 4 marbles. Oh, but so scary. Oh,
it is. It's the last thing you really want to do.
SalekiJo's got distraction on his side. He's got a raid.
Oh yeah, that's
from
gonna
the
be
rabbits.
fun.
That's gonna be crazy. Good luck with that. Sal's pretty good at keeping a very calm mentality, even in a stressful streaming environment, so should be just fine. See.
Well, I have no doubt that if Sal needs to, disperse some marbles, is very capable of watching your marble fall off the side of any of these levels working through, and quickly. It's great to see. This is only a few levels of a difference between them now. What's Sal on 14?
And the Banshees, captain versus captain. Who will give their team the early lead in the standings? Let's find out first here in 27 minutes. I still am not sure who's going to win this. Klopp has so much opportunity to win.
With 4 levels still between these two, it's really tight game. Really tight.
See, the problem for Kloptrip here is if SalekiJo full sends for 26 minutes and doesn't slow down or scuff, Kloptrip will lose this game, hands down. Nothing going to change there. But if SalekiJo is forced to slow down or makes a mistake and scuffs, then it's in Kloptrip's hands. Or if Kloptrip just continues with his superhuman speed and just continues powering through these levels, he might find himself catching up to Sal. But because of percentage, this puts Kloptrip in a bad spot. He needs the distance lead to win this game. That really does put Sal in the better spot right now.
It is exactly how I assumed we were going to come down to the end. It's going to be all about that distance, and I concur. It will be up to Sal to either make it or break it. Either Sal will come away with a victory by being able to get and beat 24 and go beyond it for more. And that's all that SalekiJo needs to do right now is just beat 24 and take away the distance point Kloptrip currently holds. And that, with that percentage tiebreaker, will secure the win. So this is absolutely crazy. And of course, it all could happen.
Sal with a beautiful move through the SpaghettiOs there. Just squeezed through. That was beautiful.
I do enjoy watching nice float through the Twilight Zone. Fantastic stuff. Pushing quickly through this difficulty.
Pop's got quite a few stuck marbs. And this is really what will slow you down. Speed is one thing, but being able to get marbles unstuck quickly is a whole nother ball game. SalekiJo with
you
another
just
quick
would rather not have him get stuck.
Alright, this song is just a little bit too much for the MLT right now, Chet. Oh, it already ended.
Yeah,
Perfect.
the big thing is, as if you can avoid having marbles stop you from just clicking continue, that's what you're focused on. Having anything slow you up, causing you precious seconds is the worst. It looks like a beautiful timing for Kloptrip here.
Perfect.
Great stuff. Of course, Sal already busting through. It looks to be 17 here.
Oh, and Sal getting
this was a really favorable level.
Good timing,
and getting the timing. Oh my.
That's perfect.
Love it when it works for you. So good. And at the end of this, there wasn't really anything other than some sliding bridge.
Yeah.
And then next difficulty.
But if Sal's not careful, he's gonna get some marbles stuck in the back here.
I'm excited because now we're at where the drop downs come into play, and they start to skip these like, you know, whoa, psychos. As we're no doubt gonna see SalekiJo do as many skips as possible. Level 18 had, I believe, 2 different skippable positions that they blew away on that first run through.
Yeah. And we do see the percentage has completely fallen. This is definitely not a percentage run whatsoever, but Top Tilt Tees will still be earning a point on the leaderboard at 21 completion. So keep on dropping. Don't forget to drop, guys. Get on that leaderboard. It's going to be in the Discord. It's going to be on the website. It's going to be on the Twitter.
Kloptrip dealing with that icky situation on 15 with the vent and the rotating bridge. Oh man, this is just timing. What a drop down skip. Sal making you grab the seat of your pants and holding on tight. What a ride.
Another skip.
And gonna run it. There it is. Oh my goodness. The double skip on this level. So fast. Makes it go by quick. Just balls right to the walls.
I knew he was gonna do it. I knew he was gonna do it. No question.
You gotta take it when it's
careful,
there.
Sal. Stuck marble.
That was a little sketchy.
Get out of there. Get out of there, Lucky Shot.
Great stuff, pushing through into our 19 already. Wow. Seems like trying to not let Sal get too far away, pushing through on 16. Klop doing a great job, honestly. Not letting Sal get too far away here.
Sal just sending it through this S-bend perfectly.
This is a scary skip, and still gonna do it. Still gonna do it. It's a scary skip, but still gonna do it.
Crowd goes wild. That was such a scary skip. We saw Klop do the same thing, and I think Klop's probably gonna do it the second
Sal
time
and
as well.
Klop 19, 18, they took all the skips you could get because it's the only way to play when you're doing MLT. They give you an opportunity to miss having to settle in and wait for something. You take it. Right here, another cross ramp for Sal. We didn't have too many cross ramps in this seed, but when we see them, they take advantage of skipping them. Oh, Sal actually gathering up here. And wow!
That was well executed.
That is a wild way to do it, but that's a great way to get it done.
A lot of marbles survived there. I mean, it was a lot of death, but that was beautiful.
Use a really good redirect and smash into the wall. Send them down through. Awesome stuff. This is why we implore you to pay attention to the maneuvers that they're showing you, because you could learn more than a thing or two as you get your tilt levels in.
Yep, don't forget to drop.
I know I've picked up lots of tips from both of these fantastic tilters in the many years I've been out here.
And as I mentioned earlier, ladies and gentlemen, it was a 4-level lead for Sal, and I said it was a 6-level lead, I think, and I said that's about a 2-level lead for late levels, which it looks like it is a 2-level lead here. As we're at an 18 on Kloptrip and a 20 on Saleki. Saleki cruises into a radar spinner. He's gonna get nicked, but he doesn't get tapped by the radar spinner. It was a beautiful timed opposite side radar spinner into a middle skip opportunity. He's gonna have stuck marbles, but he's going for it. That is so. Wait a minute, only 2 marbles went in the finish. Okay, he's gonna have to finish off the marbles in the back there. Okay.
Oh man,
Ooh.
so gotta hold your breath on a couple of
Purple
these runs.
skies. Purple skies, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing else happened before then.
Bruh.
You only need 3. The only thing that is necessary is 3 marbles surviving for you to be thriving. Kloptrip closing out 18 into 19 as we're watching these two down the stretch. Are we going to get another reset from Sal, or is Sal gonna just run distance? And here's the next question: is there enough time for Klop to hit and get 3?
Ooh, this
Because
skip's a little
that's
risky.
the possibility.
Whoa! Kloptrip, beautiful.
You'll love to see it when it works out.
I knew he would try it again. He did it. It was so scary though. He went at so fast.
It's always a risky one when you're looking to try to cruise through 4 tiles, 3 tiles? No, actually 4 tiles going down into the maze there. After the 2 steps and the rivets. Wow, that's a lot of forward momentum.
SalekiJo into the cradle.
What? Kloptrip just oh my.
Into the
What is
window
this?
room like a madman.
This is psychotic. That's the way to close it out with absolute confidence.
Level 20 now for Kloptrip, and level 21 about to get closed out in just a few tiles for Saleki. Saleki's got a pyramid coming up. Gonna be able to see who that top tiltee is. Currently it's Shifty Key. Does Shifty Key hold on to it? We're gonna find out here after the nips.
Tricky maneuvers coming out
Jeez.
of 21, but closing strong. Sal.
And Jabs steals top tiltee at the end
Wow.
right there for a point on the leaderboard. Nicely done, Jabs, in a second 21.
And that
And he's going to
will
keep going, of course.
officially give SalekiJo the lead.
Yep, it's it's a tie right now, but in the tiebreaker, he's got the lead. Yes,
Correct.
correct.
This is where Kloptrip has a chance.
And purple skies for Kloptrip, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get some
Wow.
emotes and some hype in the chat.
Insane. So we have Sal pushing through on 22, trying to take away Kloptrip's distance point, which is currently sitting at 24. And we have Kloptrip trying to close out a second run of 21 to take away the advantage that Sal just picked up by finishing 21 a second time.
Oh,
And we
Sal
have
needs
so
to be
much
careful.
time left.
Oh my goodness.
I'm in danger.
He's just slamming through the shuriken like it's not even there.
Yeah, you gotta just hold tight with this guy. Wow. That is
I'm
That
getting
is
a little
just
bit of
knowing that beyond it you had a safe spot with the shelves sitting there.
a little
That's
bit of
great
lag
stuff.
for Sal. Kloptrip in the
Sal
patrol
closes
boots.
out at 22.
Boom.
Strong.
Shifty
Good
Key
stuff.
takes back top tiltee, but it's just too late for the leaderboard, unfortunately. Sorry, Shifty Key.
It looks like Kloptrip gets an very nice timing. Great advantage coming out of that
And
into this to close out
Whoa!
wonderfully.
He skipped with just 3 marbles. I think he's gonna stick with the 3. This is insanely risky, and never mind. He says, I don't like this. And he pulls the rest of his group forward because this combo right here, only having 3 marbles, it's
Yeah,
gonna waste
tough
time anyway.
pyramid. Yeah, tough pyramid into this
Kloptrip.
craziness.
Come on, he's getting a straight line. He needs to get lined up quick. He needs to send it now. He's gonna make it. He's got it.
Oh, that's beautiful timing. Wonderful
Whoa.
stuff.
Sal, right through level
Now-
23 here.
The question is, we've got 15 minutes and 30 seconds. I don't know if that's enough time to get 1 through 21 a third time.
All right, Sal's gonna load up 24, and this is the level he needs to beat in order to tie in, take the tiebreaker lead. After Klop finishes 21, and Sinister Plans takes top tiltee. Sinister
Wow.
Plans getting a point on the top tiltee leaderboard.
That's what I'm talking about. Thank Klop.
Wow, check that out. Co-caster hacks.
Well, you know, I'm a VIP over there, so
Ooh, VIP and
slipped,
caster hacks.
I've slipped a few, you know, points that way. It's only fair. We rub each other's back.
All
I
right.
needed some points, okay? Come on.
Klop's taking the
Top
lead
Tilty
back
gets all the
here.
points.
2-1 until Sal finishes 24 here. Then it'll be back to a tie.
And then and
We're just
seesaw
bouncing. We're bouncing
back and forth with
here
this
with 14
winning.
minutes left. Wow. Pressure's on. Sal's got a couple combos left that he needs to focus and not be too crazy on. This button room, this doorbell and the button room combo can definitely cause issues with mistaken presses. He has a lot of marbles, so let's see how
Yeah,
he
you
handles
just don't
this.
want anything to get away from you and cause trouble. It does look to be pretty straightforward here. Collect down, then you can float out, keep yourself controlled, and work through.
He's being very
And it looks
cautious,
like-
which you need to be. in
Yeah,
this room.
you are correct. Playing super smart and cautious,
There he
Sal.
goes.
Wonderful
Oh,
stuff.
careful. Okay, he's gonna close it behind him, but he's okay.
Oh yeah, that is a bit tricky. But wow, what a great play.
And closing out 22 is Kloptrip. He's still a full level behind, at least, from SalekiJo, and at that, even more. Sal has definitely kept the power going. 13 minutes left, though. Sal can't slow down yet. That's a lot of time.
Yeah,
to speed
I'd have
kill.
to say this is so much pressure
Oh,
from
God.
Kloptrip on Sal. Even though by completing this level, SalekiJo will technically take over the lead. It's gonna be somebody coming down to the final. It's just crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
who's gonna make that next mistake?
If nobody scuffs,
And this is
Saleki's
just
gonna win this. Oh, this is the combo.
This is the worst combo
This
right
is
here.
the combo.
This
so.
is the worst combo.
So it's make or break time for SalekiJo here, everybody. Here we go, everybody quiet.
Yeah, if you hold your breath, clench them cheeks, it'll be okay. He's got a lot of
Oh,
marbles
good
floating up
time.
in. Really good
float.
control.
That's plenty of marbles. He's good.
Oh, yeah.
He's golden. He can start smiling, but he can't slow down yet. And he's not
No,
gonna
you
smile.
can't slow down.
Can't smile yet.
And it looks like on 24, Kloptrip is right here. Wow. And already knows what to expect up there as into 25.
All right, Sal
has officially tied the distance point. Actually, they're technically tied.
It is tied.
And the only lead
is
that there is at the
percentage.
moment is this tiebreaker with the survivor percentage. So this is intense
we
down
haven't
to the
seen this
last.
level
I mean,
yet.
we are just wow. It is
Oh.
seesawed. What a squeeze through, Sal. Nice timing with that sliding bridge. Here's this difficult new pyramid setup.
Yeah, I mean, you can actually use.
It's not
the
too
pyramid
shabby here
if
at
you
all, though,
want
because
to.
you've got, look at Sal take
Wow,
advantage of that
and
inside wall.
quickly.
Wonderfully
Making the
done.
boost with the radar spinner. Love to see it. And the button room here, Kloptrip's all over the place. This could be risky, but he's gonna make it through. He's down only a few marbles, so he needs to remember that the end of this level is very scary, and he doesn't want to have just 3 marbles. Oh god, Kloptrip is going really fast. His marbles are all split up. He's having some issues here. Oh god, he's pressing buttons. Meanwhile, SalekiJo on level 25 is able to make more of a distance lead, and that's exactly what he needs right now. Kloptrip moving through the button room. He's shaving off marble after marble.
Yeah, this is the really intense, scary part. Because coming up next, the
Oh.
transition
Selected
into and
Joe.
out of the zigzag is not easy.
Oh, it's gonna be a little tight for Sal, but he's gonna get 3 through, and it's luckily not a rotating corner. It's just a freaking Richard, and he's through easy.
Easy!
You gotta enjoy having some of the safer combos coming out of the tip through the
Ooh,
tubs,
Sal
closing
takes the
out
lead.
25 into 26, officially got the distance
This
point.
is the first time Sal's had the official lead here in the entire match.
Yes. Wait.
And into
Yes.
the rotating
Yeah,
corner.
technically, you're
Technically, yeah,
right.
it's true,
Holy cow.
right?
Yeah,
now
all
at
the
10
other,
minutes left,
everything else was
He's got a
survivor
hold on
rate.
him. Ooh, Sal
It was
splits his
tie
marbles. Well done. All right, here
And
comes 25.
wow.
For
Klop was able to beat 24
Flop. My
again,
gosh, we
closing
blinked
out
and he did
so
it.
strong. And
so
hey,
fast.
listen,
Fast as fuck, boy!
they are just so good. It is hard to beat
Oh, Selecki's
either
in
of these
danger.
I'm
competitors
in danger.
on a good day,
Ooh,
and
Sal's
they are
gonna save
both
corner
showing
now.
up for a good day. What a fantastic way once again to start off a season of Major League Tilt fun. This
Right, Sal.
is a great match.
Got a button room here. He's going to use a corner. Here comes the vents on level 25 for Kloptrip. Vents into elevators. Without a stall, this can be a little scary. He's doing it
Well-
without the stall, and it's a little scary. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Oh,
Gets
jeez.
the 3.
Whew.
Oh no. Wow.
A lot of death
This
right
next
there.
part, the next part is the hardest combo on this level, I thought.
Yeah. But with only a few marbles, he shouldn't have an issue with any marbles running ahead, so I don't see Kloptrip having any issues. A quick collect here, and he's handling this perfectly. Flawlessly, easy, perfect.
Easy! Perfect!
Yeah, very confident.
And now, SalekiJo, level 26. He's coming close to the finish. You can see it in his eyes, but he's only got 6 marbles. A full send here is a little scary,
Oh
but
yeah,
he's
you
going for
gotta
it,
be
and he's got it.
going clear. Yeah, pushing through, continuing to crush it out. We have
Pop, closing out
8
25.
minutes and a little bit of change here, folks.
It's a 1-level lead for Selecki, and we have 8 minutes left. Make sure you guys are dropping. This is insane. This is insane.
This is a great watch.
Kloptrip right in. This is also a brand new difficulty for Selecki here on level 27. Things can get real dicey. We already see an S-bend coming up, which can be incredibly deadly, but we know SalekiJo is an S-bend professional. You can't spell S-bend without Selecki. Wait, that's probably not right. It's something like that,
It's
though.
something close to
It's
that.
something
It
like that.
sounded like you were on the right pathway. You just fell off the cobblestones. It's really fantastic stuff. As you see, that new sliding bridge is missing quite a few walls.
Whoa, Kloptrip
and
might have scuffed here. Kloptrip, he has marbles in the back, though. He is so lucky. He full sent through the double shurikens and paid the price, but he had LT safety marbles. Wow.
all you need is 3. Sal closes that S-curve into the next sliding bridge really well. And the rest of this
Wow,
doesn't look to be
perfect.
bad at all.
Yeah, Kloptrip has got his work cut out for him here, and already getting a lot of spread, and the button room is pressing on him. He's in a bit of danger here. He's got to kill. Wait a minute, the button opened again.
He's
Oh,
got a collection
goodness,
spot.
He saved Kakusho.
He's going to be able to... Oh, wow.
Wait, whoa,
Just
Klop.
jump
Oh my god. Oh my gosh.
I'm in danger.
Oh,
Why are you running?
Ooh, whoopsie.
All right. Oh my
somebody
gosh,
give me
Sal.
my defibrillator because I'm going to need to be revived after this Kloptrip run.
Sal
What
is
is this?
speed tilting
Psycho.
himself here on level 27
Yeah,
like a
Sal's
maniac.
doing some psychotic
6
stuff
minutes
too.
left. Oh, and
Oh wow,
Kloptrip
this
just
is not bad
barely
at all though.
closing
Sal,
out
like I
26.
said, this was a pretty solid end of the level. The beginning was a bit tricky with the sliding bridge S-curve combo.
Oh gosh.
But
It's
wow,
looking like
28
if Sal
for
doesn't
Sal.
scuff soon, it's over. He's gonna take it.
Klop is on 27. Sal just starting 28. Ridiculous.
Insane. Both tilters just powering through these high levels. Insanity. Here comes the helping hands on level 28 for Sal. To a sliding bridge.
5 minutes, 30 seconds in regulation time remaining for these two to see what they can do. It looks to be like a really time-consuming adventure here for Sal.
Which is bad
This
news for
could,
Kloptrip.
yeah, if this gives more time for Klop, who has been doing just outrageously dangerous maneuver after outrageously dangerous maneuver,
Well, I was gonna say it could be bad news for Klop because he may not be able to speed tilt the way he wants to on these higher levels here. But like you said, he does have that crazy speed, and now Sal closes the door on himself and has to open it back up.
Look at that. Continuing to just crush these levels out. You don't see too many in the community bust through these high 20s. And we may even see...
Ooh, a crazy scattered
it's possible
step,
we could
skip,
see level
skip.
30.
Scattered step skip. Say that 3 times fast.
Well, as Sally got seashells by the seashore, I am totally there. Great stuff here as Sal continues to just have forward momentum on the mind.
Scattered
Last
steps.
few minutes.
I can't even say it one time fast, chat.
Cross ramp action for Sal.
And a closed out level 27. Kloptrip with 4 minutes has an opportunity to catch up. He is going incredibly fast, but Sal is also.
Oh my goodness. They are in
light speed.
Kloptrip is something special. When the pressure is on, Sal is incredibly
Kloptrip is full sending it here. Oh my goodness. Whoa.
I'm in danger.
I'm fast as fuck, boy.
Oh gosh. The pressure's
Is there
on
3 there?
Sal. Sal's going to finish out 28. Helping hands is all he's got. And yeah, he's got 3. Kloptrip's got 3.
Wow.
Now they're spreading though. Careful, Klop. You can't afford to lose one. Klop is in serious danger.
I'm in danger.
It is one of those moments where you really need to be very careful.
Yeah, Klop needs distance, so Sal, if he doesn't scuff, he's gonna have this in the bag. But if Sal somehow slows down on level 29 and allows Kloptrip to start level 30 before him, that's just about the only opportunity I see here for Kloptrip.
We'll find out with only 2 minutes and a few seconds remaining here. It will be over with soon.
Yeah, it's looking like Sal's locking it in for the Dragons here. All Dragons fans getting hype in the chat. You can hear their side of the stadium starting to roar. It's starting to get loud over there. It's not over yet, though, guys. It's not over yet. We still got 2 minutes. Anything can happen. If Seleki scuffs level 29, by the way, that's all Kloptrip needs to win this game. So y'all better hold your horses back there.
Well, we have Sal continuing to look strong through 29. It is a nice combo here. What a challenge this can present. Love to see the tricky section.
Kloptrip. Oh, he gets a good paper cutter pull. Klop's playing incredibly risky here. He knows he needs to start level 29 at least to win this game.
I believe Risky is Klop's last name now. Kloptrip Risky.
Kloptrip's going to be able to start 29, so... Oh, wait, Klop. Whoa, 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 whoa. He's getting a little wild here. Oh, my goodness. Ah! He's going to survive, I think. Whoa.
That's how you do everything you need to do to see the next level. What?
All right.
Psychotic composure. Holy moly. That was so good.
Scores tied again until Seleki beats 29, and this is definitely the last level for Kloptrip. So everyone in the chat needs to spam take your time because he's not going to beat this level in less than a minute. Everybody in the chat needs to... Oh, it's already over. Sal's going to beat it. It's over. It's GG's. Sal's beating 29. And at least with a tiebreaker, Sal's going to win, but he's going to go for level 30 here and go for the full-on victory. No tiebreaker at all.
That is impressive. Knowing that the victory is closed, Sal celebrates. Congrats,
Wow.
SalekiJo, on
What a match.
just staying composed and keeping it stretched
What a
out.
match.
Yeah, it really was a great match. Maybe it's Kloptrip's loss by not resetting after that first 21 and pushing towards 24. Maybe by pushing 23 into 24 and completing 24, that was the time that Kloptrip would have needed to be able to claim a win.
Yeah, you might be
You never
right.
can
His
tell.
choice to do distance without the percentage early on might have really hit him in the butt here.
That could have been ultimately the seconds that were needed for a different outcome. But what a fantastic fight. And I can't wait to see what both of these folks come back with in their next matchups, which might not be for a bit. I don't know what the schedule looks like.
For these two?
Yeah, I'm not sure what's coming up throughout the whole next three more days.
Oh, well,
Off
we've
the
got
top of
another
my head.
match tomorrow. We've got events on the, I believe, 10th and 11th, and then the 13th and 14th. And I do think we will see Sal and Klopp again, both of them again. We definitely will see them. But I don't think it's been confirmed just yet on a schedule. It might have.
Well, one of these days, I'm sure I'll have to face Kloptrip. Oh my goodness. I'm not looking forward to that after this performance.
Yes, and you're gonna have
Because
to.
I happen to be on the dragon.
You're gonna have to. What is it? Avenge your leader. Oh, Sal forgot there's no corners there. There's only one corner left in the
My
octagon.
leader taking the win.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, Sal's gonna take the win.
Yeah,
You're not gonna have to avenge
Sal is-
anybody. Well, that
Yeah.
means Klopp's gonna have to avenge himself by taking
No.
you down.
No. That's why I'm saying I'm
What
not looking
save?
forward to that. That's not what I know. We
What
don't
a
want
save
that.
from
What-
SalekiJo. Here in overtime, trying to close out a level 30 completion.
You only need 3. Doing wonderful stuff. Also, nice 29 finish from Kloptrip. Way to
Yep.
really crush out. The whole hour was insane.
There's still so much level 30 left. There's still so much level 30 left for Sal.
Well, I have noticed that level 30 tends to be longer than 31, which tends to be longer than 32.
Interesting.
Yep.
I wouldn't know a whole lot about that, to be honest with you. What I do know a lot about is the music today has been banging. Am I right, chat? Music today has been banging. Right? Sal still has 12 minutes to finish this level. He's only spent 3 minutes here on level 30 so far.
Oh man, these difficulties can be.
Oh wait, it's 10 minutes
Real
overtime this season.
crazy.
Sorry guys. You get 10-minute overtime.
This is a
Or was it 10 minutes
fun
before?
little combo right here.
I meant to shorten it.
Oh yeah, right down through the middle. Beautiful line. Awesome stall on this rotating bridge combo from Sal.
5 minutes.
Continuing to maintain that composure, hitting the button. Working through these rooms now. only a few more tiles after this. I believe there was 3 more tiles beyond this section. He
All
looked
right, let's
real
see what
quick.
he's got. Yeah, it's 5
No,
minutes now.
there's just one more tile. Oh my goodness, it's so easy. You don't even need to worry.
So Sal's getting close to running out of time, but he's gonna win this anyway. Regardless.
How much time?
It's
Is
a
it
5-minute
OT?
overtime now,
Oh, there's just 5 minutes in OT.
but he's got it. Yeah, he got it with a minute and change left to finish it as well.
That's awesome. What a closeout of level 30 to secure that
no.
win.
It was a close call, actually. He spent 5 minutes on that level, and he started it with about like 30 seconds left on the clock, I think. So he had about 30 seconds left. Look at that. Sal taking the W. Let's get some hype in the chat for our man SalekiJo. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations, Sal. What a win. What a win. Let's jump into our interview room and talk to our tilters on this match. What a good one. What a good one. All right, let's go ahead and pull in our winner, SalekiJo. Mic checks out. Can you hear me?
Whoa! Hi.
Oh, whoa is right, man. Wow. What a strategy. You did that flawlessly. Is that the plan?
I did not.
No?
That was not the strategy.
Oh.
No.
Oh, no. Well, what was the strategy, if you could let me know?
My strategy was to keep the percentage from start, yes. But I thought I had better percentage already from start. But I had a thing not so good for me that stressed me out, so I lost marbles all over the place. And that was my timer was not auto-clicking as it usually is, and I'm not used to clicking it myself anymore. So I've lost like at least a minute, I think, in total of missing the timer, clicking the timer.
Oh, no. You hate that, man. You hate
Yeah,
that.
that stressed me out like crazy in the first run. So yeah, I'm thrilled I managed to actually finally beat Klopp in a distance instead of triples or a percentage. So that was fun. That was nice.
Wow. Yeah. And
Very
one
well played
level.
from Klopp though.
By
Yeah,
one
one level.
too. Yeah. And I completely forgot to mention that the overtime is 5 minutes this season.
Yeah, I know.
So
I know.
it was a close call there. Yeah, you heard me talking, but yeah, it was a close call. And
Yeah, the
you
level
sealed
is
it.
5 minutes. You see, I did the
Yeah.
level in 5 minutes, and I started it before, so I've had to done it in the right time.
Just barely, yeah. And I love it, man. Well done.
Yeah.
Awesome tilting. Do you feel like if you could tilt against Klopp again, you would try to do something similar?
I mean, I'm not a person who turns down matches, but I would prefer to only play top once each season. But of course, I'm open to it if it's happening, it's happening.
You guys will
Right?
probably see each other at least one more time in the regular season,
Yeah.
but it won't be
Yeah.
anytime soon, you know?
Okay. Good.
Yeah. Because it's just such a good match, man.
Yeah, it is.
You'll get a good little break. You'll get a good break between now and the next match. But yeah, congratulations, Sin. Anything you want to say or ask the tilter that won this match?
Awesome stuff. My one question was, what was your intention at the start of your strategy here? You mentioned you wanted to keep percentage high.
Yeah.
But you were doing something other than that as well?
Well, to
What
keep
was
with having a big high percentage early on, I mean really high percentage in that case, I do believe I usually have a better percentage than Klopp, so I would be more comfortable with keep going for distance in that case if I have a good percentage. But with all the problems I had in the beginning of my first run, the percentage I got in the end of that first run was not enough for me to think that I could actually go for the distance. So I switched my strat and went for a second 21, starting with checking if he was also resetting and going for that percentage that he would need. And when he didn't, then I can just floor it again. So, yeah.
Gotcha. That was a good call because, yeah, if he ended up going for better percentage and you were
Then
also going
yeah.
for better percentage, that would have put so much more pressure on him. So.
Yeah, if he had gone for percentage on that second run, he would have forced me to actually keep going for percentage again. And that would have locked me out from a possible third 21. So yeah.
Wow, it was just a great match, nonetheless. I love to watch it. Let's go ahead and pull in Kloptrip, runner-up Tilter for the matchup. See what they gotta say. Mic check, Klop, can you hear me?
Hey, buddy. Yeah, I can.
Hey, good effort, man. I mean, you couldn't have done any more, right? You couldn't have done any more. You didn't scuff. You tilted great the whole hour. It just came down to SalekiJo's strategy just barely got him that level. And do you think maybe you should have reset sooner? Is there anything you could have changed? What are you thinking?
I don't know. I was kind of thinking he got the completion. I had it in my mind that he was gonna go for the triple 21. It was definitely a reasonable seat to go and do that. So yeah, I guess I reset it a little bit too early. I didn't have the percentage on my side, so I kind of had to do something. And yeah, I did my very best, but yeah, Sal kept it all together really well, and it was a good match. But yeah.
It was a great match, yeah. And
I
go ahead.
while speaking of it, I think this is our first match ever without any one of us scuffing.
Might be.
You might actually be right. I think like after 35 times we actually succeeded in not winning it.
Yeah, something like that. I think it's the first time we ever done it without scuffing any of us.
Nice. All right.
Great game though,
Nice.
dude. Great game. That was a
Yeah,
fun
it was
game.
really-
Very good one.
That was a really good one. Yeah, I totally agreed.
Yeah.
Only took 8 matches with each other to not scuff either of you the whole match. Oh, so great job, both of you. Awesome tilts. Kloptrip or Sinister, anything you want to say or ask to Kloptrip here?
Why were you pushing 24 when you knew Sal had reset after 21?
Ooh, good question.
Yeah, I thought 24 was about the moment where I should have switched over for the triple 21. Although I was already thinking like this is gonna be a really tight one, so I couldn't. Yeah, first I was thinking like, okay, let's quickly do that 25, complete that one. But I kind of got spooked when I looked at the watch. I was like, shit, I'm probably a minute behind or so, 2 minutes behind. So yeah.
Yeah, you ended up being about a minute behind, and in hindsight, not resetting after 23 probably cost you this match.
Yeah, it would have been closer though, but
You had such a great match. Both of you risky, right in all
He
those
would've-
crazy skips too. It was sick and twisted and demented and wonderful hour of my time. Thank you for it, both of you.
I just want to
Thank you.
comment on that because I don't think that minute would have been enough, because that would have meant that Klopp would have actually had to finish 31, not 30.
Yeah, maybe needed like
Yeah.
to reset
Yeah.
right away, right after 21. Considering percentage was
So,
for the lucky, you know.
since I managed
Would have been
to
nice.
finish 30, it would have to be finished 31 for him.
Yeah.
Either way, Kloptrip
Yeah.
ended up pushing several levels after initially taking 21 down and had a
Yeah.
nice lead ahead of you early on. And by pushing beyond 23, that really dug in and even put behind, and that's initially my thought process here was,
Yeah.
why so deep into that run when you knew the reset was going to come off of Sal. But
Yeah.
it's an interesting way to look at it, no matter what. Because if Klopp would have decided to push distance and just maybe would have pushed up to 31 and
Yeah.
reset, and then got another 21 run in. I was looking at the time that we had left. Triple 21s, like Kloptrip mentioned, very, very doable. And when it got down to that second run being in and only about 15 and a half minutes remaining in the match time, that 1 through 21 was less likely to occur. And then it came down to who was going to be able to go the furthest distance and claim that. And there just wasn't enough time for Kloptrip to be able to close the gap and take over
Yeah.
to make it happen. So, yeah,